Get my vape, dude. Get my vape. You know where my vape's at? I got this. I'll vape the fuck out of this place. I'm telling you what. I'll tell you what. Oh, dude, it's fucking real now. Sounds like a monster.
Oh, you have no idea when he just started.
The first day was poorly scheduled in the first place. It, you know, if you're on a big production, the whole idea is that you film the simple stuff the first day, because then you deliver the dailies to the studio and it looks like you're doing a good job. It's really easy stuff. It just makes them happy, and you don't want to give any like signal that you don't have control of the ship right out of the gate. And we figured we didn't have to worry about that because we don't have anybody to answer to except ourselves. And so we actually scheduled the first day one of the heaviest shoots. Like, our logic was everyone's going to be exhausted by the end of the week, so let's just go ahead and put some heavy stuff at the beginning and kind of scaffold it out. So like by the end, it's like compared to the beginning, it was just simple. There's some good and bad to that for sure. But then like what complicated things a lot complicated it, but it was just a really heavy shoot. It wasn't helped by the fact that one of the bands that we had planned to shoot, their lead singer was locked up. I think it was just like a drug charge or something, but he had warrants out for his arrest and wound up going to jail. And so we did keep the same band, but it took some restructuring, some last minute figuring out if we could even do it and how we would do it. And it didn't take much to just say, yes, the band can play. It was just another like last minute change that made everything feel frantic. And then when it came to shooting that first night, it was like everything got started probably an hour and a half, 2 hours late. And a part of that is like we thought it'd be really easy to just have the bands play and film, but with Chris coming in and not really having the same understanding of the shot list and everything that we were going to shoot that night, it was sort of like we were starting fresh. You know, we had all the stuff down. He had seen the line script and the shot list, but I don't think he really had it in his head what I was planning. And so it, A, just not having us on the same page with that, and B, the opening to your shoot is always going to take longer. You're supposed to plan for that. And in some ways we did. We had all day to set up really, but with other people coming in and out and showing up at different times, it's almost like we never had a start time.
Right, yeah, and there's not a lot of dialogue tonight, which is killer.
There were a few things. First, our first day we lost extras earlier than I expected, which we had to account for later in the schedule. We had some rain issues a couple of times. So it was really just, the elements and certain variables we couldn't control that kind of changed things for us.
Is it weird that we're getting rain from the...
That's what I'm trying to...
Oh, shit.
Because that did not...
That's not
It's
That's
actually
what I was
raining.
saying. It's rain, dude.
It's actually raining, yeah.
Warren?
What's Warren at?
No.
I just called Derek. He didn't answer me. Derek's asking what's up. John's asking what's up. John's the other cop. Well, but they're local, so if she's already on her way,
Stops, I'll go upstairs. Plenty of times raining. What? Saying if it stops raining on this estimate, that's close to 8. He'll have plenty of time to
Start shooting at 9.
yeah. So if we're gonna make that call, that we're gonna trust Warren's prediction, we need to make it now so that we can make a move on shooting something else before then.
well, I'm waiting on Sean's response because I asked him, Sean, we could shoot other stuff actually, because we could shoot
Is Warren's here.
Yeah. Scene that we wanted to do tonight is pretty key. It's a big scene. It's the police officers showing up, and for that we have block guns, rented uniforms. We have somebody coming from 2.5 hours away. We have a police car that we're borrowing. So it's kind of a big one. Oh, plus our effects guy for the throat slit. So it's a pretty big deal. And now it's raining. We're trying to wait out the rain.
Okay, slated.
And see if we can do that. And if not, we're going from shooting 30 some shots tonight. Was it 40? I don't know. 30? Fucking 40 shots down to like 10. So obviously that's a problem and that's messed up. But the bigger thing is just like ticking clock. We filmed 2 nights. We were already behind a total of maybe 30 shots. Some of those can be wiped and done later. That's why we didn't stress last night. But we're just it's looking more and more like by the end of the week that we are not going to have all the stuff that we needed actually. And so that's what we're trying to do is reprioritize, figure out if it's possible to move stuff around. And every fucking person that we've asked to come is busy or whatever they have going on.
31 Alpha, take 3.
It was kind of weird because I remember on that day when it started to rain feeling super pissed that we were getting rained out and then immediately relieved. Like, there's an excuse for me to just chill out. There's an excuse for me to be like, let's take a breath. Let's get a few shots tonight. You know, we were like, let's go do the closet shot. And all of a sudden, like, just this wave of calm swept through me. And I think, again, like, went through the set.
That was so perfect. And I don't know how it looks through there, but from my view, what you did was amazing. So do the same thing. I'll explain it afterwards.
Everybody all of a sudden was just like, let's chill out. Let's film a few things and have a relaxing night. Let's try to get like a 12-hour turnaround or whatever. Whereas at most other nights, it was like, oh my God, is this ever going to end?